Okay, so I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're starting the stream now. I'm 10 minutes late, which is better than it could have been. I'm going to have the YouTube app open on my phone so I can take a look at the stream here. Okay, Cody H Gaming is streaming too, so that's probably not going to help my numbers, but you know what, whatever. Let's see if this is going to work. So it says right now I should be streaming. We're going to figure this out. Alright, I'm going to try and pull up YouTube on Safari, and we're going to do it like this. It should show the stuff on my stream. Oh, maybe I need to do this from the YouTube page as well. Yep, oh, nope, never mind. Okay, this is wrong title. I'm going to fix this. Nope, stop live playback. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in already. I need to fix the title for this. So we should, in theory, be live right now, which is good. 700 subscriber live stream. Yep. And that should work. Alright, genius. Good. This should work. Alright, so we are currently live right now. That is what we are. We are live. I'm just going to head over to the live stream chat, and then we'll be able to get this started. Today we're going to be taking a look at the race. We're going to be taking a look at the races from Season 1, and I'm going to basically be talking about them and what's up. So I have Safari open on one of my tabs for everything, and yeah. So let me just do a quick test here. Move down. That moves down. Move up. That moves up. Okay. Genius. Let's get this started with the Daytona 500. So I'm going to skip everything. Yeah, I'm going to skip over everything that's not really stop motion, but I might still go over some of the intros and graphics. So let's get started with the Daytona 500. We're not going to watch through the whole thing, so I think we'll just go ahead and skip ahead to the starting lineup. Hold on, let me just pull up the stream on my phone here. That way I can have two screens going at once. Alrighty. Okay. Got this here, and it does say thanks for 700. Let's start off by going ahead to the starting lineup. I put in a horrible intro first. Actually, no. Let's watch the intro. We'll do this authentically.
The following video is sponsored by Craft Cup Series. Remember to check them out on YouTube.
So already, voice is on Helium. Craft Cup Series has been shouted out. If you're watching this, Coolio. He's probably not. I don't even know where he is. Anyways, let's move on to this glorious intro.
Hello?
Alright. Incredible intro. I totally know what this channel is. Not really. Here's just a little graphic I made for the original thing, right? We got Twitter handle, YouTube. I thought it looked good, but everything is horribly off-center. I didn't use the real NASCAR logo. I just used like a fake one. So that's great. Let's go ahead and go to the starting lineup because, oh boy, is this interesting.
On the pole is the 41 of Kurt Busch and the 14 of Clint Boyer.
So already off to a good start with that music in the background, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, so yeah.
In row 2, it's the 2014 winner of the NASCAR Sprint Cup.
Actually, now might be a good time to kind of give you guys a bit of an insight as to how I filmed these back then. I wouldn't actually take the picture of the lineup first and then do the voiceover in post. I would record a video of these cars, and then commentate it live. So the audio was weird. Everything took too long. In total, this starting lineup was way too long. Like it took around 2 minutes to do the whole thing. So yeah, that's nice. We'll move ahead to keys of the race here. I actually don't know why I don't do these anymore, because that's kind of cool. I think this is kind of clever how you can, list some stuff about the race. But let's just take a moment to appreciate the track, right? Alright, over here, there appears to have been an earthquake, which has messed all those track pieces up. Backstory behind that is that I was running out of this, black stuff that I had to put all around the track, so I just kind of had to mishmash it together. The pit lane is looking awesome with some kinda on there whiteout with a horrible line. No inside wall, so there's that. The logo is not properly printed out, and the tri-oval is uneven. So I guess this is it's kind of like a quad oval Daytona. If you guys have any questions, just ask in the chat because I'm happy to ask or answer. I was gonna say ask, but I meant okay. Don't worry about that. We got Brandon Jones pace car for some reason, and there's the rest of the field. All right.
Front row, watch out for the big one. Block, block, block. Push, push, push.
Block, block, block. Push, push, push.
And it's a 0% chance of rain.
All right, let's just skip ahead to the race.
Great jump by the 41 of Kurt Busch.
So you might notice that the engine sounds went on for a second there, and then they just stopped for the commentary.
Great jump by the 40.
Yeah, it's like you hear the engine sounds, and all of a sudden here comes the commentary, and boom, there goes all the engine sounds. Gone. The cars are now electric. Okay, so you guys probably know what happened during the stop motion. I'm actually gonna mute it for now so we can take a look at, we can kind of just like talk along. But, so yeah, Kurt Busch gets a good jump. Here comes, I think I had that as Clint Boyer, right? Great stop motion there. Not even sure why Dale was allowed to go below the double yellow line, but yeah. Lap traffic, not even all the way through lap 1. Thanks, Almirola. So yeah, this is just a mess. Let's take a moment to appreciate my brilliant commentating.
Kurt Busch surging through the middle with help from Denny Hamlin in the 11. New leader, the 41, as we get a flyby of the field.
New leader in the 41 as we get a flyby in the field. I get to make fun of this because this is my own video. Okay, so we're going to keep going on, right? Incredible onboard camera of Dale Earnhardt Jr. there, just staring right at that number so you can't tell what's going on in front. I will say, though, I'm proud of the way this graphic came out. Well, or at least I think it's aged relatively well. You know, you get all the information you would need and stuff. It's a little complicated, but, you know, it works. So, yeah, anyways, you get the idea. Kurt Busch leads. It's so weird seeing Kurt Busch in the 41. Cuts a tire for no reason at all. Commercial to pad out the runtime, blah, 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 blah. Beautiful instant replay graphic. Yeah, very unrealistic crash. One thing you might notice here, right, is, oh, by the way, look at that beautiful transition. Ready? Ready? Aw, yeah, beautiful. But yeah, it's like, this isn't how physics work. Also, pit box too small for the car. But this isn't how physics work, right? You'll notice that Kurt Busch, like, I don't even know what happens to him. Joey Logano just, like, shoves him into the wall, and then all of a sudden Kurt Busch just, there goes his tire in the next 5 inches. That's not how physics work, old me. Alright, let's move forward a bit. Oh, yep, Denny Hamlin goes below the double yellow line, but we're not going to pay attention to that. Right, that was a pretty realistic pass for the lead, and a very unrealistic camera angle. And worst crash of the series. Easily. I don't even know what's supposed to have happened there, but easily the worst crash of the series. Let's see how I was able to commentate that to make it nice and dramatic.
Ryan Blaney in the 21 is your new leader. Oh, and around goes DiBenedetto after battling with Brad Keselowski. Big crash. It's the big one on the exit of turn.
Big crash.
4.
It's a big crash. Oh no. How much can you see when I do that?
We're gonna take a look at what happened.
Literally nothing. That's good.
Remember to follow me on Twitter for exclusive.
We're going to take a look at what happened. Remember to follow me on Twitter. Like, I love how I just cut in there with, hold on, need to plug my social media. So anyways, you get the idea. Horrible crash. This doesn't make any sense. You can't see what half the field was doing because of my terrible camera work. This is like NASCAR on Fox levels of disgusting camera work. Anyways, we get back going. Denny Hamlin gets a bad restart. Ryan Blaney gets a good restart. Blaney's blocking, horrible camera angle. It looks like it was a rigged angle, but not a very good one. Down the front, close fight for the lead. White flag in the wind. I'm having
1 lap to go at flip to block, and here they come to the white flag.
1 lap to go here at Daytona. Yeah, you gotta love how I said white flag in the wind. So, Joey Logano gets a good run, and this is something that you might not notice, but Logano goes in early, like, you know, he goes for an early apex, slides wide into Hamlin, suddenly gets just like a really weird surge of momentum and makes it a photo finish because I'm just like, I need to make my first race end in a photo finish, but it wasn't going to end in a photo finish, so I'm just like, give Joey Logano nitro, right? Just give him nitro. And, you know, behind, I had to make it another super close finish. Hey, at least I got the order right. It could have been like, oh, Johnson edges Hamlin for some reason. So, yeah, that's race 1 at Daytona. That's the sponsor, Best SSJ. If you're watching this, shout out to my homie, Best SSJ. You got point standings. So yeah, that's basically race 1. Oh yeah, and I had this like really freakish ending, but that's race 1. So I think Atlanta got a lot better, but overall in race 1, quick review. Stop motion was weird and inconsistent, crashes made no sense, and commentary was really bad. So we're off to a great start. I don't know how, but this video got 6,000, way too many views. I am ashamed that so many people have seen this. And judging by this ratio, I think a lot of other people are ashamed to have seen this. Let's move on to Season 2, Race 2. Once again, shout out to my man, Craft Cup Series. Alright, let's move forward a bit. Same intro. Oh yeah. I'm getting flashbacks to doing the voiceover for this. Listen to this shout out.
The following video is sponsored by Craft Cup Series. Just kidding. He's not my real sponsor, but he is my partner in stop motion, and I bet he would really appreciate it if you go check them out. And he'll probably mention me, so you'll be stuck in an endless loop between Trackmasters Cup Series and Craft Cup Series. It never ends.
Alright, I don't know what that was supposed to be, but that was one of the most disgusting, like, cringe-inducing shout-outs I've ever heard. Again, I get to do this because these are my own videos. But anyways, yeah, that was horrible. I hope I never have to sit through that again. But yeah, I think I was trying to be funny, but I don't think I knew what comedy was. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual race, because I thought that this one was okay. Yep, had to make my own logo there, for some reason. So yeah, you get the idea. We go through all the, you know what, here, let's give a shout out to everyone who used to sponsor the channel. Maybe they, or not sponsor, but you know, was like a race, what do you call these guys? People that sponsor the car. Let's go through them in the hopes that maybe they'll come back to my YouTube channel, because I have a feeling a lot of them aren't here. So we got Craft Cup Series and Lisa ICD on the front row. Row 2, Dexter the Mapper to the inside of Lucas C. And in row 3, Traxxas Cup Series starts to the inside of Microsoft Cup Series. Row 4, Dale Jr. Fan 8883 starts to the inside of Decoder 2000. And in row 5, Alan Wiltsey starts to the inside of B Sting. Row 6, Best SSJ starts to the inside of Nabstaten. And in row 7, Shelty 32 starts to the inside of NASCAR Tax Act Cup Series. Okay, I'm not gonna, actually, no, I am gonna do this for the whole thing. Row 7, Your Dad Bleach starts to the inside of Tom Jonas, and in row 8, Typical Chris starts to the inside of JMB Productions. Row, I don't even know, Jeff Wingston starts to the inside of unsponsored David Gilliland, and we got the next row with the Sparkle Raptor and Racing Adam. We got The Deed, or however you pronounce that, to the inside of Brian Scott, and Cool Candy to the inside of the Bleach Boys. I don't know why so many people decided that they wanted to name themselves Bleach, but you know what, whatever. Dylan Batista starts to the inside of Michael McDowell, and in the next row, XBlue _ Slitherzar starts to the inside of Eric Almirola. And then David Reagan's rounding out the field, and no one loves him, so he's starting last. Alright, so we got the green flag in the wind. Casey Kane leads us down. Let's hear some beautiful commentating.
And now the green flag is out as Casey Kane leads them to the line. Brad Keselowski's going to use the high line and get a big surge of momentum down the back straightaway, pushing Casey Kane to make contact.
Beautiful contact. That's totally how physics work. Also, gotta love how the track is so small, right? That literally the entire field wraps around it. A really good example of this, right, is right here. There's the last car, David Reagan. There's about 2 corners separating the last car from the first car. So incredible. Okay, someone's shouting my name in chat. Hey, Maggie, why are you... Okay, I don't even... Whatever. Corey Klatt is being said hello to. I'm just going through the chat. Alright, we're going to move on. Alright, down the front. Okay, that was a beautiful camera angle. Watch this. Ready? We're going down the front. There's Keselowski. Boom. Cut to Kane for like 2 seconds. Then cut back. Alright, beautiful. And that was just a mess of camera work. We'll try and dissect. We'll dissect this, alright? We'll lower the playback speed here. So down the front straightaway, we got Keselowski leading, right? So right here, I switched camera angles for no reason. Looks like a Talladega race, right? And then we switch back to Ryan Newman spinning out for no reason. What you'll notice is that my cautions were really systematic in these races. If you look at my later races, you know, you don't really know if a caution's going to come out. Might be a while, might not be. Also, hello, Kyle Bush 05. But in these races, you could pretty much bank on a caution being at lap 3 and another one being at lap 6 in a 10-lap race. That's pretty much the formula for every race here. Why are people saying my name? Because people are weird, man. Alright, let's move on. So yeah, I've got Ryan Newman spinning because I had to have a caution. Probably the worst spin ever. That's not how physics work. By the way, you know, you slide in, boop, I don't even know what that was. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna ignore the chat from now on because I don't, okay, thanks Maggie Lynn for whatever that's supposed to be. Moving on, yeah, beautiful Ryan Newman spin, barely any smoke, and all around just really bad. Oh yeah, then I was going through all the pit stops. I didn't animate the pit stops, I just went through them at the end. Also, hello, Brady Tate, sorry, I thought your name was Brad first. So yeah, we go through all these and we're like, yep, here are all the guys at the pit stop, and green flag's back in the air, back to some beautiful commentating.
Cars on pit road and the green flag's out, back racing from Atlanta. Austin Dillon gets a great restart.
Austin Dillon gets a great restart. Anyways, Neum down the back straightaway, down they go.
Wide for the 5th position. McMurray's gonna get that spot. Stenhouse bumps Kane, and up front it's Keselowski.
Meaningless contact.
Those older tires are coming back to bite Austin Dillon as McMurray's gonna go to the 2nd.
Those older tires are coming back to bite Austin Dillon. He's been on those tires for like 5 laps. They're dying.
Now Jamie McMurray, he does a crossover.
Alright, brilliant crossover by McMurray. Ryan Newman's being stupid. Beautiful camera work, by the way. I love how the saturation just completely changes. Watch this. Ready? Boom, we're in a heat wave, and all of a sudden, no we're not, Brian Scott spins. So much happened in like 2 seconds there. Again, let's dissect. So down the front, we got like a heat wave going on. This was actually because I was playing around with filming with a camera. I film with my phone now. But anyways, so yeah. Yeah, we have camera number 1. We switch to a secondary camera down the front straightaway. Keselowski goes for a move. We switch to a 3rd camera, and then there goes Brian Scott. So about 1 million things happen in the span of about 5 seconds. Also, hey, NASCAR Burger King Cup Series, we're just looking through my old races and having a blast. So yeah, also, I don't know how we're only on lap 5 of 8, but we're not going to question it. Moving on here. This was a joke commercial, but it wasn't funny. But we'll listen to it anyways.
Quick, everyone, call the number.
Oh, right, I never adjusted the playback speed.
Look at what happened. Quick, everyone, call the number on your screen right now before it's too late. Too late. Well,
alright, so in the span of about 5 seconds, I managed to make such an unfunny joke that I actually want to die. Anyways, you get the gist for the rest of this race. I don't want to spend forever on it, but basically, meaningless cautions in the back of the pack. That's what I did a lot. I didn't want anyone up front to wreck, so I would just pick a bunch of guys just, you know, wrecking in the back of the pack. So yeah, this happens, blah, blah, blah. I think you guys all know how this ends. It was a pretty, not classic finish. Oh, something of note here. So you'll notice here, Johnson and Kenseth, they, like, run into each other there. Yeah, I wanted that to, like, form into a rivalry between the two, but it never ended up working out because I could never find, like, a way to have Kenseth get back at Johnson. So, yeah, anyways, going down the front, lots of battling, a classic finish for whatever, yeah, beautiful finishing graphic. It's just like, yeah, let's switch over to the race logo right away and then just go through a bunch of other top 5s there. So, yeah. You get the idea. McMurray wins, Truex second. Moving on to race 3, the Bristol Night Race. Something was significant about this race. And that's that I decided, I know, let's have hail. Because why not? Also, that's pretty cool, Kyle Lashow 5. Good luck with your 50-lap stop motion race. So yeah, we have random hail for random reasons after a brilliant intro of brilliantness.
Ocean's Craft Cup Series.
Oh, by the way, there's a little eye icon up here that says like the intro, so I'm just saying, yes, I do like the new intro. Alright, moving on. I am rocking out right now. This is epic music. I think I'm gonna bring this back for season 2. Alright, yeah, safe to say this music's coming back. Not gonna lie, though, it is pretty cool. Alright, maybe I will bring it back for, like, a throwback race to anyone who remembers it. Anyways, yeah, I wanted this to have I wanted there to be a night race, so most realistic hail. Ignore the fact that there's just, like, a hand dropping tissue on the racetrack. It's hail. It's 100% hail. Let's keep on going.
Guys, in about 3 hours.
And it's like, oh yeah, we'll see clear skies in about 3 hours. Ignore the fact that you can see Atlanta over here. Ignore the fact that these lights are obviously Christmas lights. And ignore the fact that it's hailing on every part of the racetrack except for most of it. Cotton hail. Actually, no, it's not even cotton. It's literally like tissue paper. If it was cotton, that actually would have been a smarter idea, but it's not. So anyways, we are going to move on. Just enjoy the show for a bit, yeah?
Welcome back to the world's fastest half mile.
The world's fastest half mile. Alrighty.
And today's
so yeah, you get the idea. But we're going to skip ahead to the race because, oh man, this is a great race under the lights. Also, incredible how there's literally nothing. It's like, you see one part of the car lit up, nothing in the back. I didn't think to, like, get a lamp, just nothing. Alright, we go through the starting lineup, and green flag's out. Let's go, let's roll, whatever. Yeah, sorry, Eddie Kalegi stole that from you. David Reagan's already on pit road. I made the track too small, and I'm just like, okay, I need to get Reagan out of the way. Reagan goes to pit road for no reason, and Hamlin goes for the lead. So yeah, you get the idea. The race goes on. Allgaier and McDowell, meaningless crash. Twitter plug. This isn't even my Twitter anymore. Had to change it. Oh man, anyone remember that old, like, Twitter layout when everything was like a square and stuff? Yeah. Also, right here you can see my old bio on my YouTube channel. Family-friendly channel, home of the NASCAR Trackmasters Cup Series. Yeah, gotta specify that my NASCAR stop-motion YouTube channel is family-friendly. Don't want any not safe for work content on my YouTube channel, which is for like stop motions. I probably should have tried to hide the fact that this poll got 1 vote. Anyways. So yeah, we're just gonna move on. Basically, stuff happens. It's meaningless. The one thing that did happen, though, this very dramatic restart, right? We got Denny Hamlin restarting, and I think me screaming at the top of my lungs about what happened, should sum up pretty much the entire season.
To go from Bristol. Dylan 3 wide on the restart, gets it at Hamlin.
Well, that was quick. Took about 5 seconds from the green flag dropping to just everything happening. Dylan's going 3 wide. Hamlin's crashing into the inside wall. That's literally all that happened. It's like an F1 race start. So yeah. Anyways, you get the idea. More crashing. Austin Dillon wins. Blah 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 blah. On to the next race we go. And this one is sort of significant because this was, I thought, a pretty good finish. Welcome to the Monster Energy All-Star Shootout at Charlotte. Also, hey, 2020 NASCAR Stop Motion Series, Wasup. I just dabbed in real life. You can't see that, but, you know. Alright. So, yeah, we got this intro. Might as well play it.
The All-Star.
Man, I am jamming out to this classical music right now. Also, hey, NASCAR Gamer 489. Okay, yeah, we're just going to skip ahead because nothing of this race really matters, but I do want to take a look at the finish here. I had this finish planned out for, like, months. I was so excited to film it, and I don't think it came out very well. It's basically a carbon copy of the 2016 All-Star race. But yeah, also, hey, Sports Pro Kaysen, I remember you've been on this channel for a while ago, so... Also, this is laggy. Yeah, I can't fix that. Sorry, guys. It is rigged? It is rigged. I mean, all stop motions are rigged because someone is controlling it. But anyways, here's the finish of the All-Star race. Elliott goes for a move on Larson. They contact. They do lots of contact. So much unrealistic contact. Larson's in the wall, but it doesn't slow him down at all. Back to the inside. No one knows what's going on. And it's very weird, because I wanted to have this be like a super memorable finish, but instead it's just badly animated. So yeah, I don't really know what that was, but look at this, very realistic. In real life, they would have crashed about 5 times by now, and boom, Chase Elliott wins driving through the grass. So that was something. I remember one guy called me out in this video because I was being biased towards Chase Elliott. And I remember having to think of an excuse because I was like, oh yeah, I did want Elliott to win. So I had to think of like, no, I just think he could have won. Yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, so Chase Elliott ends up winning, does a disgusting burnout, and that was the All-Star race. It should have been, you know, this like dramatic finish between Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson, a battle for the ages. We would look back on this in Season 5 and think, man, remember that Season 1 All-Star race. And instead, we're going to look back on this in Season 5 and think, dear Lord, that was disgusting. Let's move on to the Coke 600, to the Pepsi 200, actually. One thing you'll notice is that I couldn't really decide if I wanted to go with real-life race distances or fake race distances, so I was like, Daytona 500, Fulls of Honor Quick Trip 200, Bristol Night Race 200, Pepsi 200, Kroger 150, and then I would go back randomly like Exalta 400. Alright, we're gonna have to start going quickly through like the mid-season. Welcome to the Coke, I'm just gonna call it the Coke 600. Yeah, Coke 600, and once again a shout out to my boy, Craft Cup Series.
Hey guys, remember to check out Craft Cup Series.
Remember to check out Craft Cup Series. He hasn't uploaded in a while, but if he does, I don't know, check him out.
Who's my sponsor, but not really because he's not giving me any money, but he's still my sponsor, but you can check him out. And wait, did I blow my own mind? Okay, I think we need a transition. 3, 2, 1, transition!
That was horrible, oh god. I love how I tried to make it funny by being like, did I just blow my own mind? But in reality, all I did was try and make a joke and fail.
33 drivers.
33 drivers. This is the worst dramatic intro you'll ever see. Ready, guys?
3, 2, 1, transition! 33 drivers. 1 winner. This is Charlotte.
I am jamming out right now. Yeah, I was kind of obsessed with using this song like over and over and over. So, you're gonna see that a lot. Anyways. Hold on, let me verify that you can actually hear the video audio. Hold on, let me verify that you can actually hear the video audio. Okay, you can kind of hear it. You can hear it good enough. Let's go to Charlotte Motor Speedway. I was actually sick while recording this, so I had to record it twice. But anyways, Pepsi 200 should have been extremely memorable, but instead we got this horrendous logo. I don't even want to think about it. We got Joey Logano in a leopard paint scheme on pole. That was supposed to be me recreating that playoff scheme he had where he had like pictures of Penske Racing all over his car. Instead, it looked like he is wearing a leopard. Alright, we've been running the stream for about 40 minutes now. I might need to start hurrying up. Charlotte Motor Speedway, we got this lineup. I experimented with doing a starting lineup graphic, but after a while I just stopped. I think it might have been in this video, but you'll see after a while. Okay, yeah, maybe it was in the next race. But anyways, green flag's out, and now I steal audio from Darrell Waltrip.
Time for the green flag in Charlotte. We'll hand it over to Darrell Waltrip.
So if you couldn't hear that because I was horrible at audio balancing, all of a sudden you just hear Darrell Waltrip going, boogity, 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 in the background really quietly. Let's just take a look at this glorious race start. Well, I think for a second there, Truex became a Mercedes F1 car because did you see that launch? That's got to be some sort of restart violation. You must have had DRS active because, wow, he flew to the lead. So anyways, stuff's going on. Johnson's in a second. Everyone's driving around, being fast, and all of a sudden, oops, they all crash. Again, it's kind of just meaning. Oh, by the way, hey, Cam Sniper, Team 31, what's up? Nice to see you. Yeah. Anyways, another meaningless crash. You might have noticed that by now. Yeah, I really didn't like wrecking the front runners, so I kind of just had meaningless contact in the back. Yeah, Ryan Newman wrecks for like the 5th time this season. Suarez gets involved in very bad physics, and behind, you don't even know what happened to McMurray and Harvick, but they wreck too. Also, hey, NASCAR Diecast, what's up? So yeah, there goes Suarez, and you'll see in a minute here. I tried to do like an onboard camera with Daniel Suarez, but let's see how this worked.
Daniel Suarez for the Aris onboard camera, and you can see they made a little contact out of turn 4, and then Ryan Newman cut a left rear tire, or might have been right rear, I'm not quite sure.
So yeah, basically what I thought happened was like I need to have a reason as to why Newman suddenly turned left like that. So I'm like, I've got it. They made contact off of turn 4, and like 10 meters later, Newman's car wrecked. Genius strats right here. But anyways, Newman crashes. I make a dumb commercial about eye pain that wasn't funny, and we continue on to the restart. Truex keeps leading. Elliott wrecks in a meaningless crash. Blah, blah, blah. TMCS fact of the day. That might actually be a fun thing to bring back. We keep going. Elliott keeps crashing. 3 to go on lap 6 of 9. Nice, here we go. Ryan Blaney leads. Here comes Casey Kane. Kenseth up the middle. It's incredible. This is actually probably one of my better stop motions, so I'm just going to kind of... Oh, and there goes Stenhouse in a fairly realistic crash. Let's just kind of enjoy the commentary and ruin it.
Now for the showdown in Charlotte, the 21 versus 78. Green flag is back in the air on lap 8 of 9. Truex spins the tires on the restart. He can't get going. Matt Kenseth forced his way up to 2nd. He was looking for 3rd just a moment ago. Now Ricky Stenhouse is around. Alvarola's in the outside wall, and Reed Sorensen's around as well. The 2 leaders beat and bang. Blaney drives him down to the corner, but Matt Kenseth goes back to the lead. Coming around to the checkered flag. Matt Kenseth is slow. They make contact up front. Ryan Blaney's around them.
Too lazy to film a flyby after the whole race ends, so yeah, we're just going to end it with a picture of Ryan Blaney. Correction, a zoom in on Ryan Blaney. Meaningless contact, meaningless race, but Matt Kenseth wins in Charlotte. Prepare to be blinded by this graphic. If it's late at night, maybe turn your brightness down. Anyways, that's race 5 at Charlotte. Ooh, I got a notification. Who's it from? Alright, it's F1 Memes Mid-Season 2019. So yeah, essentially, that is race 5 in Charlotte. I'm proud of the way that one came out, but I still look back on it and think it's horrible. Because that's what all good artists do. Also, correct NASCAR Diecast. Alright, race 6, Mid-Ohio. Haven't filmed a race here since, but we're going to go here anyway. Also, remember to check out remember to check out Craft Cup Series. I don't think I've said this enough.
The following video has been delivered with the support of Mr.
Also, hey, NKTCS, welcome up.
Ocean CM 3882.
Oh, sorry, this is for Mr. Ocean CM 3882. If he still watches the channel, what's up, man? Alright.
The following video has been delivered with the support of Mr. Ocean CM 3882.
So I'm basically turning into one of those PBS guys who's like, the following program has been brought to you with viewers like you. Thank you.
Remember to check him out.
So anyways, give a shout out to Mr. Ocean CM 3882. Welcome to Mid-Ohio. Roll the dramatic intro. Still rocking out to this.
Matt Kenseth forced his way up to 2nd. Elliott, bad restart, Dillon 3 wide. Oh, and around goes Benedetto after battling, bouncing off the outside wall through the infield. Austin Dillon wins it.
Not gonna lie though, that was a pretty cool intro. Might have to bring that back and make it better. You know what, guys? Challenge accepted. For Atlanta, I'm gonna use one of these musics because I'm not gonna lie, these are actually pretty good. Hold on. Can you show the lineup for a race? I just want to. All right. I'll give this guy some nostalgia when he shows up. But for now, enjoy the dramatic rock music. Anyway, so welcome to Mid-Ohio, the land of the shortest pit lane on Earth. I mean, seriously, that's got to be like 100 meters. We start the race, and an Adge Allmendinger, as I like to call him, or Adge Allmendingling. How do you decide your winners for TMCS? Generally, I'll have kind of like an idea as to how I want the race to go before we start it, or before I start filming it. It's not a team, it's literally just me. Before I start filming it, I'll usually think of like how I want the finish to go, and from there I'll kind of make the race lead up to that, but sometimes in the end I decide, you know what, I want this to happen instead. A good example of this is at the Las Vegas race. If you haven't watched this yet, maybe mute your computer. But the Las Vegas race, Kyle Larson was going to win. He was like, yeah, really close to the finish line, but he went really like high in turn 3 and 4, and I was thinking, okay, so what if I had him hit the wall and William Byron came in? And I decided, I want that. So Larson hit the wall, Byron came in, he won the race, and that's how I decided that winner. Yeah, I kind of make it up as I go, but sometimes there's a bit of planning. Anyways, we'll skip ahead here to, I'm not going to do the starting lineup just yet. Let's go racing in Mid-Ohio.
Green flag flies, we hand it over to Daryl Waltrip.
Alright, so down we go. Truex sets a good start. Allmendinger does as well. Not Almirola. Busch, I don't even know. Kurt, Kurt, man, what were you doing there? He just goes wide and leaves an avenue down the inside. Silly Kurt. Alright, so yeah, stuff happens for the lead. I'm actually pretty proud of the way this turned out. I just wish that I had done it better because Mid-Ohio is a good track. What gave you the idea to name your series the Trackmasters Cup Series? Not exactly sure. I remember I thought of it as a kid when I was first doing stop motions, and it kind of just stuck with me, and I'm like, you know what, okay, I'm going to do this. I think it's like, this is going to sound like a cheesy explanation, but you have to, like, master the track. It's a really dumb explanation, but I feel like it actually fits, the Trackmasters Cup Series. I could have done one of those, like, sponsored things, but I don't know about the whole legality of that, and it just didn't feel right. For a while, I was actually thinking about changing it for Season 2 to, like, the Duracell Cup Series or something, but everything I found already had, like someone else doing it, so I decided to just stick with Trackmasters Cup Series, and here we are now. So Allmendinger keeps going, Harvick's going for second, and you're about to see the worst crash to ever exist. Ready? Okay, maybe not this time, bye. But yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of the way this track came out. Oh, yep, well, there's one of them, right? Larson just spins in front of Kenseth and, like, literally, like, kills everyone else in the race. One thing I didn't really understand the concept of momentum, so it was kind of just like, this guy spins and 2 yards later, he's gone. But yeah, caution comes out. I made a commercial for Mr. Ocean CM3882. It's pretty bad considering my editing skills now. But yeah, crash happens, back to green flag racing. Let's enjoy some original commentary.
3 laps to go, green flag.
3 laps to go, green flag.
Restart, and Martin Truex Jr. gets moved out of the way. Truex goes back down to second, and A.J. Allmendinger continues to lead. Kevin Harvick second, then we have a crash.
There it is, the worst crash in history. Also, yes, I do sound like a chipmunk. I sound like I could join Alvin in the gang, honestly. Sign me up, boy. Alvin and the 3 other chipmunks now. We got Alvin, Theodore, Simon, and Jonathan. The 4 chipmunks.
Kevin Harvick after this.
Low-key still jamming out to this. Alright, yeah, so we're just going to skip ahead. Yeah, you get it. Commercial for Craft Cup Series, blah, 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 blah. Clint Boyer ends up winning the race. On to Las Vegas we go, because this is probably one of the worst races. Oh, yeah, I also had meaningless spins from, like, Joey Logano and David Gilliland, because, let's be honest, no one cares about them. Well, I mean, maybe David Gill, or maybe Joey Logano, people would have, but still. Anyways, pit strategy happens. Clint Boyer wins the race. Newman makes a 3-wide move. Actually, I think I'm going to skip Las Vegas and Pocono, simply because people seem to have thought that Gateway was a really good race, so we're going to watch that. So let's see, I was playing NASCAR Heat 3 and I was bobbing my head to the intro, almost wrecked. Honestly, goals. Okay, we're just going to watch Gateway. First of all, intro.
Today's sponsor for the race.
So yeah, welcome to Gateway Motorsports Park. We got race 9 of the season closing in on the playoffs, and I think, oh right, so I had this kind of storyline going on where Brad Keselowski, like, injured himself at Las Vegas, right? Like in a fake crash in my series. And also, hi, NASCAR Maniac 2009, NASCAR and more. Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, I had that happen with Brad Keselowski, and I'm like, let's just have Simon Pagenaud fill in. Or it was like Joseph Newgarden. Let's just have him fill in this season. So yeah, Joseph Newgarden's in the 2, if you're wondering. White out for the finish line. Honestly, goals. Anyways, okay. So yeah. This race is also significant because I had like a rain delay in the middle of it. Don't ask why, because I don't know why. I think because it didn't even play a part in the race. Like when I filmed my Bristol race, right, just recently for season 2, I had a rain delay in the middle because I kind of wanted the track to change for the end of the race. Like I wanted it to kind of be a dynamic where towards the end of the race, the track was different, so different people were faster. But in this race, it was just kind of for no reason. Why can I not show the lineup? Because that would take too long, but I am going to show it maybe for the last race of the season. Also, I lied. There is a reason I had a rain delay. I couldn't figure out how to effectively film a line, how to effectively film like a night race, which Gateway was supposed to be. So, I literally ended up just rain delaying it. I'm like, it's a day race now. All right. Junior gets a good start. Was that Kyle Busch? Yeah, Kyle Busch doesn't because he's Kyle Busch. Had to find a way to make him wreck. McMurray moves into second, Busch into third, Elliott and Truex for fourth. You get the idea. All right, you're about to see some very realistic racing there. Literally, both of them should have crashed there, and neither of them did. Also, my Gateway track isn't accurate at all. Like, if you actually take a look at where the walls are in real life, it's just not accurate at all. And we got a crash. Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, and 3 other guys. So yeah, there's that. Also, yeah, this Eddie Kalegi, he did like a little opening bit for this race, so I put him in this. Anyways, we got an ad for him right now. I kind of just want to skim through this because my computer's kind of running low on batteries, and I think that the purpose of the stream isn't to just like revisit every race. But yeah, let's talk a bit about, I guess, the Gateway race. So I had this rain delay, right? And I don't know, I don't have too much to say about this race, other than it's kind of interesting that people remember this is the best race of the season, because I don't think it was actually that good. Kyle will never win a race in the series. I mean, you just gotta wait, man. That's not like a spoiler for anything, that's just me saying that you might want to wait a bit. Anyways, hey, Jimmy McKinney, 194121, welcome to the channel, and hello, the guy who said green flag, let's go, let's roll, yes, cool reference there. Also, I know, right, this is such a great water effect. You see this little update, like, update, the TMCS Race Gateway. It was about this time when I realized that videos over 10 minutes do better than videos under 10 minutes, even though that's not true at all. I don't do that anymore, but I did then. So I had to find a way to, like, make the race longer in any way I could. So, you know, rain delay, move of the race, endless replays. I had to find a way to make it over 10 minutes, man. Gotta get on that grind. Yeah, you see behind, just Jimmy Johnson spins for no reason? Like, I don't know why I decided to have, like, 2 crashes in one. I just did. So, there's that. The next day, green flag's back out, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Just gets... I don't even know what happens there. Like, we can analyze this as much as we want, but it's just like, whoop, just slam into the wall. Personally, I think it would have been really cool if Junior and Truex battled for the lead in this race, and maybe Junior and Truex ended up winning, but nah, that would be too much fun. Yeah, I kind of had a bad habit of not cleaning up, like, the carpet before I went, before I started filming. Also, Jimmy McKinney just made his first NASCAR stop motion, so check his channel, because when he uploads that, y'all better watch it. Or don't. I don't really care if you do. But I also do care if you do. I don't know. You guys can make your own decisions, but I think you should. Anyways, let's keep going. Horrible camera angle down the back, and Kyle Busch makes a very unrealistic move on Jamie McMurray. Down the front straightaway, over the very unrealistic pit lane. And Joey Logano's making a 3-wide move. He's probably going to win this race. Him moving up through the field must be very significant. Just kidding. No, it wasn't. Alright. So yeah. We keep going. People are eating up the curb, like, eating up a thing that can be eaten. I don't even know. And then we got a meaningless crash with Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Michael McDowell. So yes, Dale Earnhardt Jr., a driver who's been racing in the Cup Series for so long, right? he randomly slid out and just slammed into the wall. Fell all the way to the back of the field to where Michael McDowell was, and then proceeded to spin out. Didn't pit, just spun out. All right. No, not Junebug. Yeah, pretty much. All right. Got this dumb fan controller commercial, and we're back where Dale Earnhardt Jr. is doing a stupid. Junior, do you have stupid? Yeah. So that's what I said happened. Like, he went into the outside wall, but I didn't realize that, like, it's not the same tire that got cut down. So what I'm trying to say is that my stop motions made absolutely no sense. Race off of pit road, Kyle Busch wins, Truex second, and all the other guys, nah. Anyways, green flag, we're in overtime. Let's listen to the way I commentate
flag is back in the air on lap 9 of 10. We are in overtime. When they get to the line, it is official. Kyle Busch gets a good restart. He jumps away from the field, but Truex crosses over, takes the lead, and Joey Logano through the grass, side over side, end over end.
I'm not going to even lie. Kyle Busch should have won this race. He absolutely should have won this race. I don't know why I didn't just have him win the race. Well, no, I do know why. It's because I was biased. But I mean, seriously, even if I was biased, Kyle Busch should have won this race. Anyways, Joey Logano goes for the most unrealistic flip in the series' history. I mean, it's really one of the... Well, no, because William Byron had a flip as well. But yeah, horrible flip by Joey Logano. He's probably dead. Just kidding. So yeah, you'll see here. I don't even know what happened to him. Like, what? I don't even know what I... Yeah, basically, he just jumped over the grass and popped up into the air like a little bird. Like, just all of a sudden, pop, into the inside catch fence, literally stops and flies. So this is equivalent to Mark Webber's crash in Valencia, but it's actually more like... No, it's very similar to Mark Webber's crash in Valencia where he does something stupid and goes flying through the air. So, that's Gateway. People said this was the best race of the season, and personally, I don't see it. Alright, I'll just go through these. Yep, looking at your old races can be very cringy, as 2020 NASCAR Stop Motion Series says. And NASCAR Dude asks what I use for my stop motions. Well, I film with my iPhone here. Gotta flex my iPhone. Just kidding. No. And I use P1 Sebastian. Thank you, Lazard, for bringing up the P1 Sebastian meme. Hopefully we can actually hear that again because I'm getting sick of Mercedes winning every race. But yeah, P1 Sebastian, P1. Grazie. Okay, I'm kidding. What do I use for my stop motions? I use Final Cut Pro to edit and Stop Motion Studio to put the pictures together. And NASCAR Maniac 2009 NASCAR More says cringe. Yes. Lazard says, how long did this take? Races generally take me around a week to film, sometimes less, but this race probably took me around 2 weeks because I was slow back then. Horrible burnout by Truex, and we move on to the next race. So I think I'm probably going to, at this point, start skipping a couple of races. Blaney or Johnson? On that one, I'd have to pick Ryan Blaney. Jimmy Johnson's all right, and I'd like to see him win again, but I personally don't think he has what he takes. Cam Spinner Team 31 asks who's my favorite NASCAR driver. I have to say that once Tyler Reddick makes it into Cup, Tyler Reddick, at the moment, it's probably Joey Logano. But yeah, because I've been watching Tyler Reddick, like, race since he won that I've been watching Tyler Reddick race for a while now, like, when I started watching the Xfinity Series, and I just love the way he drives, so he's definitely going to be my favorite once he makes it to Cup, but until then, that's Joey Logano. Are my tracks made out of cardboard? No, they are not. They are made out of wood. Lag, no, I can't do anything about that, sorry. Nathan's Unique World says, hi Nathan, I presume that's your name. Bubba and Byron or Kyle Busch. Going with Byron on that one, not sure about the Bubba-Kyle incident. Byron just stood his ground on the outside, Kyle Busch, Sebastian Vettel'd himself, and Bubba Wallace, I don't really know what happened with him. She's saying hi to Nate, my mom said Joey. Alright then. And have we watched the Season 2 Daytona 500? We might at the end of the stream. I know you mean the Season 2, I might do that. But yeah. And also, congratulations to Cam Spinner Team 31, who's starting his stop motion series tomorrow. Maybe a bit of explanation on my whole Kyle Busch thing. For between William Byron and Kyle Busch, Byron was on his outside, Busch was stupid and, he went wide and hit Kyle Busch and spun. I mean, we make mistakes, especially Sebastian Vettel, but I don't think Busch should have shoved him through the bus stop like that. Byron tried to, retaliate, but that didn't really work very well. Yeah. So definitely going with Byron on that one. And then with Bubba Wallace and Kyle Busch, I don't even know what Kyle was doing. I don't know the whole story there, but it looked like Bubba was just like, nah, you ain't making it in that corner, and just spun him right out. So yeah. I don't know if we're gonna watch Darlington. Yeah, we'll watch Darlington. Let me know if you guys have any other questions, because, yeah, no offense, but cringe. Assuming you're talking about these Season 1 races, that is the literal reason we are doing this live stream. How many people are watching this? This doesn't seem very accurate, because it looks like there's way more than 6 people here. Okay, my computer is starting to get really laggy, so that might be why y'all are experiencing some lag. Also, shout out to Crash B Fan 65. It says 5 watching, but I have a feeling there's more than 5 watching. Your stop motions are good, bro. You're part of the reason I made my own Cup Series. Thank you. Larson Fan 42. Can spin. Okay, 6 people watching, and I have a good idea if you get 1. All right, well, Stone 12 19 42 Racing. Yeah, what's your idea? It says 7. Yeah, I don't really know how many are watching. Oh, great. The M&M Cup Series is live streaming. That's definitely going to help my numbers. All right. Computer's really starting to lag up, but we're going to go with it. Shout out to Crash B Fan. Let's take a look at the intro. I'm going to be famous. I mean, if I could be famous off of NASCAR stop motions and do this for a living, count me in. Jamming out. Alright, welcome to Darlington. We got the starting lineup. You know what? Since Darlington is famous for nostalgia, let's listen to the starting lineup here. I know 2020 Stop Motion Series has been wanting this, so welcome to the starting lineup.
Drivers, start your engines. On pole, it's Brad Keselowski and Jamie McMurray. In row 2, it's Kurt Busch and Kyle Larson. Kurt Busch for Monster Energy. This time in row 3, it's Casey Kane and Kyle Busch. In row 4, it's going to be Clint Bowyer and Kevin Harvick. In row 5, it's Austin Dillon and last week's winner, Martin Truex Jr. In row 6, it's points leader Ryan Blaney and one of his good friends, Chase Elliott. In row 7, it's rivals Joey Logano and Matt Kenseth. Ex-rivals, I should add. In row 8, it's Eric Jones and Trevor Bayne to his outside. In row 9,
kind of sounds like I said Trevor Bang, but whatever.
It's AJ Allmendinger and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. In row 10, it's Denny Hamlin and Josh Crash. In row 11, it's going to be Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. and the Gray Ghost. In row 12, it's Ryan Leathers, that's right, and Jamie Rockwell. In row 13, it's Daniel Suarez and Joey Gaze. In row 14, it's going to be Christian Ocean and Fisher G. In the next row, it's going to be Ty Dillon and Matt DiBenedetto. Then it's going to be Casey Mears, and Danica Patrick. Then Ryan Newman and Brian Scott.
Gray Goat, yep.
Then Justin Allgaier and David Gilliland.
Had to wait for the next row, so it was like, Justin Allgaier and Brian Scott? And then
out the field, it's the 34 of Chris Buescher.
It's so weird seeing Chris Buescher in the 34, because all of this season he's been in the 37. Anyways, let's go throwback racing, boys and girls, boogity, boogity, and more boogity. Alright, lights out and away we go. Sorry, just adjusting my position here. So Keselowski gets a good lead over McMurray, and I think you guys probably know how this goes by now. Keselowski wins on his comeback because that makes a good story. That's literally the only reason. Have I seen Cars E3 yet? Yes. Oh god, okay, there goes Trevor Bayne. Correction, this is the most unrealistic flip in the season. I'm reading the chat, right? I look back, all of a sudden Trevor Bayne's Mark Webber. Let's take a look at what happened to you, Mr. Trevor Bang. Alright, so there's a yellow circle to indicate what's going on. And suddenly, Trevor Bayne spins, and physics are thrown out the window. Whoops, there he goes. Through the sky he goes. I think you reckon this... Yeah, I do think you reckon this race, actually. But yeah, so Trevor Bayne goes for a flight and lands like 2 feet away. So yeah, very unrealistic flip, but hey, we'll just go with it. I would like to think that my William Byron flip in the All-Star race is more realistic than that. Green flag's back out. Larson makes it 3 wide. Really dramatic lighting shift. Yeah, it's all going off. I don't think we really need to watch through the entire season, but I think it's interesting, right, to look back and see, you know, like all these old races and how bad. Yeah, when you trip on some air. Oh, yep, there goes Jamie Rockwell. But yeah, I think it's interesting to kind of look back on these seasons because you think they're so good, right, at the time, and then you look back on them like 2 years later and you think, wow, these are really bad. How'd they get so bad? So yeah, it's interesting, right? Yeah, 8 people in the chat. All right. I just think it's interesting to kind of look back and see what happened. We'll take a look at the finish of the Darlington race, but I don't think there's too much else to look at beyond that. There might have actually been another caution in this race. Yeah, you got the race off pit road. Green flag's back out, 2 to go. There goes Kurt Busch. I guess it was a pretty good finish, but, you know, yeah. I think we're probably going to skip most of the playoffs because I want to go back to working on my gateway race. Also, the sun came up on Darlington in the span of like 5 seconds. Look, dark out, and all of a sudden, boom, bright and sunny. Literally, the sun came out in like 2 seconds. All right, he's going for it on the outside. Side by side down the back. They touch. 5-second penalty to both of them, and Keselowski wins. All right, I see Jimmy taking out Blaney for the win at Bristol. I honestly don't think Jimmy Johnson's going to win another Cup race. I've got to say, I think Dover 2017 is probably his last hurrah. I think it'd be nice to see him win one more, but I think it's got to be at a plate race or something. I know a lot of people, they want to say that Jimmy Johnson's going to win again, but I don't know. He hasn't won in a long time, and he's really been decreasing. His best chance is probably going to be at Texas, Dover. Maybe he can win at Bristol, but I don't know. I don't know if Jimmy Johnson's going to do all that well coming up. Why were you so bad in the TMCS? I didn't like to have any custom drivers do well, really. I feel like it's kind of biased if you have anything doing well. Matthew Benedetto is overachieving in the 95. I agree. He hasn't been good all season, but in the races where he is good, he is far better than, at one point, I think he may have even outrun Kyle Busch at New Hampshire, so it's not like a road course one-off thing. Matthew Benedetto, if he consistently gets better equipment, then he's going to be consistently top 5. I don't think that those races are just a fluke. I think that he just needs better stuff. He did a good job in Watkins Glen. He did a great job in Sonoma, and he'll probably do even better in the Roval. I'd like to believe that Matthew Benedetto can win a race, but I don't know. Yeah, Christian Ocean did have a really good race once at Talladega. Yeah, Gino Harvey won his own championship. That was certainly interesting, but yeah. I do remember Christian Ocean did do really well at Talladega that one time, and I think that's just down to, I wanted to have a dramatic plate race. Anyways, I think it's only fair that we end off this live stream by taking a look at the season finale. I don't want to look through the rest of the races because I don't really have enough battery to do that. Chris Buescher, yeah, Stone Racing, he is absolutely underrated. Chris Buescher has consistently this season, it's kind of a shame that they don't show on Racing Reference top 15s or top 15s, because Chris Buescher has so many 13th place finishes and 11th place finishes that they don't show up in the top 10, but yeah, Chris Buescher is much better than a lot of people give him credit for. If you look at actually my recent races in my series, you'll see I have him actually doing much better. He did a really good job in the Richmond race, and that's just because I think he's getting a lot better in real life. Dark horse for the championship is Kurt Busch. Absolutely agree. Best truck driver at the moment is probably, I don't follow the truck series too much, but it's probably Ross Chastain. Well, no, I do follow the truck series, but I think it's got to be Ross Chastain, because you just gotta, he doesn't win all the time, but you have to look at, he's in a Nice Motorsports truck, and if you look at where they were a year ago, they're incredible. Yes, I've seen Cars 3, best favorite truck driver, also Ross Chastain. I just think it's such a good story that, about, what happened, where he could have won Darlington, won Las Vegas, did a great job at Richmond in the Xfinity Series, yeah. If I did customs, it would be drivers on the rise in Xfinity. That could be a fun idea, right? Take some Xfinity drivers, put them on a Cup car. Another thing I was thinking is I could take some Formula 1 liveries and put them on NASCAR cars. I feel like especially the Ferrari would look really good, so would the Williams. I think they would look good. You know, maybe have Max Verstappen run a race in the Track Masters Cup Series. Hey, if Verstappen shows up next season at a road race I have planned, then, you know, who knows. Downhill racing for the 187 diecast, that could be fun. I don't really want to collect the 187 diecast because I think they're kind of useless, but yeah, that could be fun. Anyways, let's take a look at the season finale. Race 18 out of 18, the NASCAR Heat 2 400 at Martinsville. Also, that title is incredibly long. Alright, this video is not good. Also, hello, Waymiss. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe, because, why not? I want to put Teslas in my series. That could be a fun idea. 7 people are in the chat. Alright, hello, 7 people. Let's take a look at the intro for one last time. Okay, where do I get all my diecast besides Target and the NASCAR shop? I usually get most of my diecast through Plan B sales. Yeah, they have good shipping, lots of stock, it's good. Welcome back, Chevrolet Cup Series. Hello, Target 24. You guys came at the wrong time because this stream is about to end. Yeah, it's a reaction video. I'm gonna have it live on YouTube afterwards, but you came at a bad time. Glad you like the music. You've been here since 470. Oh, alright. Sorry, haven't recognized you. Alright. Hello, T. Alright, here we go. You know what? I think just for memory's sake, we're gonna watch the video in its entirety. So, yeah, let's go. Here since 267. Nice. Hey, Zachman100, what's up? I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at the fact that look at the grass at Texas Motor Speedway real quick. Whee! I like you, I'm not gay. Alright, good to know. Yeah, the grass was interesting. That is what it's called, old me.
We anticipated this event all season, the finale of the Track Masters Cup Series season.
Alright, so I lied. I think I'm going to skip to the start of the race, just for time's sake. But yeah, if you've been here for a long time, thanks for sticking around. Especially thanks for sticking around after, like, when I just kind of stopped uploading for half of 2018. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you've been here for a long time, thanks.
Hello everyone, I'm the Motorsports Guy, and today
Hey, Motorsports Guy.
Track Masters Cup Series Season 1 finale. Green flag. Mark Jr. gets a good run in turn 1. Ryan Blaney's going to make a move on Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's going to take over third. Daniel Suarez still in second. Mark Jr. is going to start lap 2. Trouble in turn 3. Christian Ocean wheel.
Well, that was quick.
Into the outside wall, the caution's out. Right back after from the full.
Yeah, here we go.
Down 2 laps to go until a champion is crowned, and we're back racing in Martinsville. Truex doesn't get a good restart. Suarez takes the lead on the outside. Here comes Ryan Blaney on the inside. Blaney's going to funnel into second. Daniel Suarez takes him through 3 and 4. White flag for the 19 car. Can he take it back to victory lane?
No.
1 and 2. Ryan Blaney in
No, I'm
second,
kidding, he does.
trying to run away from Matt Kenseth. Trying to make a move down the
Hold on, 1 second, guys. Be right back. Alright, sorry, quick interruption. So, we're about, oh, first of all, let's check my notifications. What can that be? Oh, it's just M&M Cup Series streaming. Alright, anyway, so, yeah, that's the finale. Catching up to lap cars quickly. Yeah, I made the track way too small and put way too many cars on the track. That's why this season there are only 23. Commercial break right before the finish. That would be very interesting.
And Ryan Blaney will capture the championship.
So, I'm pretty sure everyone knew since the Daytona 500 that Ryan Blaney was going to win the championship. And I think I made that too obvious. So, if I went back and did this whole season again, what would I do differently? We're going to make this a dramatic finish, right? Alright. If I went back and did this season differently, what would I do? Would I change anything? Well, yeah, I would change a lot. So, the Daytona 500 would stay the same. Ryan Blaney, I think, would win no matter what. But throughout the rest of the season, there are a couple of things that I think I'd want to do differently. I think that I'd have repeat winners throughout the regular season because because I had so many different winners, it made a really difficult situation where too many drivers had won, and it was going to be, and the chase was just going to be filled with people who won, and I wanted to have a points battle. So yeah, what else would I do? I'd probably have some sort of surprise underdog winner. I had originally planned that Michael McDowell was going to win a race, but I ended up deciding not doing that. Which is kind of a shame, because I think that would have been a really cool storyline. I would have made the plate race at Talladega better and more memorable. Maybe have a different style of plate racing. Really, in general, I would have made the final stint to the end of the season. I would have had that be, like, much more, I think, dramatic, and I would have had certain drivers rise to the top. A thing you might notice throughout the end of season 2 is that, there are a couple of drivers who kind of separate themselves and start competing for wins much more regularly. I think you really notice this after Idaho, right? Because you got, like, Boyer, Almirola. They always seem to be up front and competing for wins. So I think it's important that you kind of establish your key players. Every story needs, your main characters. Every story needs different storylines, and that's something Season 1 missed. You didn't have any storylines. You didn't have Ryan Blaney as the underdog because, well, everyone knew he was going to win the championship. You didn't have anyone play as the villain because, well, pretty much everyone in the championship 4 was likable. You just didn't have, like, you just didn't have a lot of storylines. You didn't have any plot. You didn't have any drama. You just had kind of a bland season. I think hopefully I've done a better job with this in season 2 with, I've tried to do more storylines, more sort of like people coming close to victory but not quite making it. I've done my best. But at the same time, sometimes it doesn't work. I don't want to spoil it, but all I can say is he already won this. I guess you guys are probably talking about, I don't even know. But yeah, I just think, it would have been nice to see more storylines and stuff, and I don't think I did that. Also, I would have had Matt Kenseth win the championship. I didn't realize that he was going to be retiring, but if I did, I definitely would have had him win the championship. I honestly feel bad for Kenseth, because he didn't get any sort of, he didn't get as much of a ceremony as Dale Jr. did, Jr. got, like, the second season, too, yeah. Alright, I get it, meme on me for not knowing how to start and finish the series, but yeah. I think that I would have had Kenseth win. Originally, actually, I had a plan that season 2, the first season 2, Kenseth was going to be in the 77, and had I known he was going to retire, I would have had him probably win that season. But, yeah, I would have had more storylines, more stuff, and honestly, I think it's probably a failed project. I think Season 1 is kind of a tale of what could have been. However, I would still like to show you the short little montage music video at the end, because, well, I don't know, nostalgia.
For the Wood Brothers, his last. This is also the 101st win for the Wood Brothers. Thank you all for watching season 1. And
oh yeah, more rivalries. I would have played out that Kenseth Johnson thing much more, and maybe even had it come back in the playoffs. All right, well, this is gonna be the end of the live stream, but first, a montage. Who wants me to spoil the Season 2 champ of the Target Cup Series? You can do it if you want. I don't really care.
I'll see you at daytime.
Well, Target Cup Series, if you don't want to spoil the champion for your series, then maybe you shouldn't put the number 4 in such big letters. You heard it here first, folks. Or should I say you heard it here first, folks. So yeah, you just spoiled your own series. Good job there, buddy. If anyone doesn't get it, well, I'm not going to make you get it. But, 4, basically. Anyways, so yeah, thanks for watching my live stream. I need to go because my computer's on really low batteries. If you guys are wondering about what that song was at the end and how you can get it, it's an original composition by my grandpa, and no, you cannot download it anywhere. Sorry about that. But I think you can find it on my channel somewhere, maybe. I think it's called Race Day, so if you search for that, then you should be able to find it. I don't know. I don't know how this whole copyright thing works with this, but I guess if you guys want to download and use it, you can. Yeah, why would you spoil your own series, though? That's just, like, kind of detracting viewers. Anyways, so thank you guys for watching, because I think we're supposed to be saying the number 4 a lot. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I guess I'll see you all in the next live stream, whenever that may be. Thank you all for 700 subscribers. I guess I should take some time to say that. I mean, quite honestly, I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who, you know, is saying, like, oh, I never expected this, I never thought this would happen, because I knew we could do it. You know, I have confidence, and I had a good feeling that we were going to get here someday, but I guess I didn't realize how soon that would come. So, thank you guys a lot for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed already, then, I don't know, I guess you could do that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for 700. 1,000? Here we come, but first 800, then 900, then 1,000. Gotta get those in the right order. Adios.